Hello and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to make this very nice coaster. This is made of cotton yarn. So we're going to use 3 colors for this project, and the hooks that we're going to use is one 4mm and the other one is the 4.5mm. I used the smaller hook for the edge for the green one. So we're going to make one like this. So let's get started. First, we're going to make a slip knot. And a chain of 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we're going to make a slip stitch on our first chain rather. So this will form a circle. Very small circle, we can see very clearly. Next, we're going to make chain 3. This will serve as our first double crochet, and we're going to make 11 more double crochets on our circle. Just make sure to use the circle and not the first chain. So just grab the yarn, put inside our circle, grab a loop, and then on the last one. So we're going to make 12 of this. So we're done with our 12 double crochets, and we're going to slip stitch on the first chain 3 that we make. So 1, 2, and 3. So this makes our first round. So we're going to make a slip stitch on the space next to our double crochet. Then chain 3. Double crochet again on the same space. Then chain 1. We're going to skip our double crochet and double crochet again on the next space. So we're going to do the same thing all over until we reach the end. So we're going to chain 1. We're going to skip the double crochet on our first round and 2 double crochets on this space. So I'm going to make it one more time. 1 double crochet and then the second one. And then chain 1. So again, 2 double crochets on this chain space. So 1 double crochet, then we're going to do the second one, and chain 1. So we're going to do this one until the end, and I'll meet you before I go. Our last space. So I have done my chain 1, and again 2 double crochet, this is the second one, and chain 1. Oops. And we're going to slip stitch on that first chain 3 that we made. I don't want to go out. Okay. So now we're done. So this is our second round. If you want to continue with the same color, you can. But for me, I'm going to cut this one and change my color. So for this part, we're going to do the white section. So I cut the yarn and we're going to use the white yarn. What I do, I just pull the yarn and make a slip knot. I just pull the yarn and tie a knot, and we're ready to go. So chain 3 again, this time we're going to make 3 double crochet. So that's the first one, then that's the second one, and this is the third one. Chain 1, and then we're going to skip the 2 double crochets on the previous round, and we're going to make 3 double crochets on the next space. So we're just going to hide our tail over here, and we'll just have to cut it later. So this is the first double crochet, second one, and the third one. And don't forget to make the chain 1. So that is the pattern, and we're going to do all the same thing until we reach this end. So now we are on our last space here. I do my chain 1 already, and we're going to do 3 double chain. So we have our double crochet here, our 3 double crochet, and the last stitch will be chain 1. And same thing, we're going to slip stitch on the first chain 3 that we made. So now we finished our third round. If you want to do the same color with your edge, it's up to you, but for me, I'm going to cut the white one, and this time I'm going to do a red one for this color. So later on, we're going to cut our edges here. You can sew it in, or you can just cut it, because for the edge, I'm going to use the smaller hook, which is 4mm, and we're going to insert it in any space that you like. So we're going to insert in one space and tie a knot. And do a chain 1. This time I'm going to do a half double crochet on every stitch around. So we're going to make 1 half double crochet, wrap around your hook on your yarn, it's up to you if you want a double crochet on every stitch around so it will make a little bigger, but for me I prefer doing a half double crochet. So we're going to make a half double crochet on every stitch. Same thing we do on the chain 1 space. This is my tail. I'm going to sew it in later. So that will be our edge. So we're going to do half double crochet on every stitch around until we reach the end. So now we reach the end and we're going to slip stitch on our first half double crochet, and we are done. We're going to close this one and cut our yarn. So we are done with our second one. You can just sew in the tails later after you finish everything, or you can sew it in as you go along. Now we have finished our coasters, and I hope you enjoy watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching.